Welcome to episode 15 of the Reseller Collab
Oh my god.
podcast.
Are you kidding? Have you ever gotten the episode correct?
Every day I'm shuffling.
So, welcome to episode 14. For those of you still subscribed, listening, or comatose and can't actually change, the play all button on Spotify or
Right,
whatever.
this just like came up next, and you're like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to listen to it.
Well, fuck it,
At least you
My
won't get
day's
any
already
ads.
going this bad,
There
so
won't be any ads, so that's nice.
there will not be any ads.
Yeah.
Yet.
We're not cool enough to have ads.
Yeah.
But if we were, there'd be one every 10 seconds because we're all about that money.
So what's up? What's been going on? We are at the end of March. I have had a dismal sales month. I don't know about you, but
I'm like 8,600. I wanted to hit it 10,000, but I'm not gonna hit it. It's May 29th, and there's 30 days in March.
I am literally not even going to tell you where I'm at.
It doesn't matter.
Last month was bad. This month is worse.
Well, you have those. You run out of inventory.
You do.
You run out of inventory, and then you get more inventory, and then you ball out. So
You do.
shit happens. I'm at the tail end of my inventory. So I hit 11,000 last month, and then I hit I'm at like 86. I'm like, I even changed some prices today, trying to hit 10,000, but I definitely won't hit it next month. I don't have the inventory to do it.
Yeah. It happens. And a lot of go ahead.
I'll have like a $4,000 month next month.
If I had a $4,000 month this month, I'd be happy.
Well, I try to admit that.
It is bad.
But you got more into eBay
Yeah, I've got more
eBay.
Yeah. And I have taken care of getting. I moved my stuff from a non-climate controlled unit to a climate controlled unit. Actually, this week, and so I've been in there all day yesterday and all day today, setting up shelves and getting things right and organized, and realizing that I have more unlisted stuff than anybody probably on Earth.
Dude, when we moved our inventory out of our third bedroom, because we made a little gym instead. So we moved our inventory out, and while I did an inventory because I had to do it for my taxes anyways. And I had fucking tubs of unlisted shit. Like, I don't even know what happens. Well, yeah. I know what some of it is. Like, and I'll tell you, probably the most of it is, buyer will send an offer, you accept it, and then they never pay, and then you forget to relist it or re-add the quantity. I had so much shit, man. It was ridiculous.
That happened to me yesterday. I had a buyer on eBay that
he should really go through the messages.
It's okay, you want me to go through the messages? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was interesting to say the least. Annoying as hell.
I thought it was indicative of the state of the United States.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Okay, so this person, they contacted me about a hat I have on there, and
it's a really cool hat, by the way.
It is a pretty cool hat. Said, hi, I'd like to purchase this item, but need it on or before the 30th. This was yesterday, mind you, so this was the 28th, which was a Thursday. Okay. This person wants this hat by Saturday, the 30th, 2 days from when they contacted me. I offer free first-class shipping on this hat. It's going to cost me $4 at the most. Gonna take 2 to 3 days to get there. I have 1 day handling, which I usually get everything out same day. But even if so, they wouldn't get that hat by Saturday in Pennsylvania from Louisiana. So they said I need it by before the 30th. Is this possible, or can I pay more for faster shipping? So I'm like, okay. I added an option. Usually, if I'm doing free shipping, most of the time I don't put an overnight option or anything like that.
Let me pause you real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Did he say the words, or can I pay more for?
Yes, for faster shipping.
All right, that's a big clue as to what's to come. Remember, he
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. I had even forgotten about that.
He knew it. He knew
Yeah,
it.
yeah. She actually, but
Oh,
regardless, they said I have added, or no, excuse me, I told them I've added a USPS priority option, for you. Thank you. So they said thank you. I'll go add the funds to my account. So even if I order later today, it will arrive by Saturday. Dot dot dot. Correct? Question mark. So I'm like, okay. I said, that's hard to say. To be safe, if you get the order into me before 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, then I can get it out today. And it would for sure arrive by Saturday. So my thinking is they're talking about ordering it overnight. Priority Express, which is 1 day service. If you get it out the same day, before 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they should have it by the next day.
mm-hmm.
So I added the option and everything, and I started talking to you, I think, through text during this whole deal, and I said, so they wrote me back. They said, hi, I ordered just now, but there was no express shipping option. Matter of fact, there was no option at all. My name is blank blank, but the billing is in my fiance's name blank blank. If that will help you find my order easier. Well, I saw the order come through. And I saw it was free USPS first class shipping, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding?" So I called you and I said, "Hey, look up this listing for me and see if you have that option to change it." And you added it to cart, and it showed that you could change it. Then I asked you to see if Buy It Now would also let you change it. It lets you change it. You even sent me a screenshot of where you need to click on it.
Yeah, I even wrote click here and then put an arrow to the fucking button for them.
Yeah. So, let's see here. They wrote me another message. And I don't know why it's not in this little chain, but they sent me a picture of the screen where they needed to click, where they neglected to click. It said $29. It was like $29 to overnight it.
And this is where it gets good.
Yeah. They said, that is more than the cost of the hat. You don't say. Would you drive across the United States all night long for $29? I doubt that you would. I doubt that you would.
No, that was too expensive. He was thinking more of around $10.
Maybe. Yeah. Because that's, you've never bought anything on the internet before. So I got their order. I said, look, I've canceled the order. Just reorder and make sure to change the shipping option. Thank you. I think that's when they came back with the screenshot. So I canceled the order. Boom, I get another order. Same person, same shipping type. That's it. And they immediately wrote me a message that said, I have no clue what is going on with the shipping, but I just reordered. I'll just pray I receive it by Saturday, with some little prayer hands and crossed fingers emojis. I'm just sitting here dumbfounded. I'm like, there's no way this person could be this dumb. It's not possible. Well, yeah. So I said, I want to make sure you know this will be shipping by USPS first class and not overnight shipping like you originally indicated you wanted. I offer free first class shipping as a courtesy to my customers, but we can obviously not ship overnight for free. And in parentheses I wrote, the price that you saw is the price I would have to pay. If you are okay with first class, which is most likely going to get there Monday, then no more action will be needed on your part. So they write back, I actually would like it before, but on my end, it doesn't give me an option. Both dates are the first, as I showed you before. Well, I think what they were saying was the dates were showing the first because I have 1 day handling it. It's basically saying that I'm not going to ship it out till the next day. So I was done. I was done with these people. I said, I literally wanted to go, look, you dumb son of a bitch. Do you really not get it? So
And for the record, you you would never say that to a buyer.
no.
I do say those to buyers, and that's why my feedback has like 9 negatives on it. And yours is 100%.
Well,
Pretty much every one of those is because I spouted off and got mad.
I've seen some of your responses to those when they leave negative feedback. It's pretty comical. We'll have to read some of those one day. But so I like I said, I was done with them. I might make $15 to $17 profit on this item. You know, I told myself, I said, it's not worth it because this type of buyer, you know, everything that they do, like the whole contacting you over and over and over again, that's indicative of a sale you're going to have problems with.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, it will not get there before Saturday. Would you like to cancel the order? They said, I guess. Or can you send me the shipping amount somehow by itself and I can pay that separate? I said, I'll go ahead and cancel that order for you. Thank you.
God, people,
Yeah.
like, I know you don't live with it day to day. Like you don't understand shipping, and it's just not a part of your just normal everyday life. But fuck, man, you gotta understand that shit's gonna cost a lot of money.
Yeah. No regard. They really. So they wrote me back after, you know, I kind of apparently blindsided them. They didn't see this coming. They said, so there was no way to do a separate invoice for shipping? Birthday's Saturday, and that hat's perfect for the outfit. Is the shipping to $26? If so, and I do order it, do I still have time since it's after 1 p.m.? And my response, which, you know, was a toned down version of what I actually wanted to say, was, let's see here.
It was like, have a nice day.
Yeah, I said, I'm sorry, but this will need to be purchased from another seller. Have a good weekend. Like, I don't. I was at a loss. Like every time they would send something, like because I thought it was done. You know, every time, you know, I would have to cancel the order. Well, I ended up the last time I canceled it, I blocked them. I'm like, I'm there because they would just try to keep ordering it. You know.
Well, you know, yeah. I mean, the thing with that buyer is that you know for a fact that if that thing didn't hit or didn't arrive, you'd have a big issue on your hands.
Huge issue because it was overnight. So the overnight shipping was $29. If that didn't, like you said, if that didn't get there exactly on time when they thought it should be there, they would want me to pay for the shipping.
And the hat was how much?
22 or
And
24.
FYI, it was an MTV hat.
Yeah.
So it was actually really cool. It was like a vintage looking MTV.
Yeah. Yeah, and I actually bought them for like $2 a piece.
They're
But
really cool.
yeah, they don't sell very fast, you know, but it's one of those things that if
I
you
never paid that much for an MTV hat.
no. But it's one of those things that if you need it, I was like, oh, another thing we need to ask, you know, people and see if they got any suggestions on it or have ever run into it. If you ship something overnight and you have free returns set, does eBay automatically print a label? Like, do they send them an overnight label to return it?
I don't think so.
I think that would be stupid, but they don't tell you. They don't.
I feel like return service because when I get actually have one. Yeah, I have this one right here. So when I get them back, and you probably can't read that, but it says on the front here, it says first class package return service. So I'm wondering,
Is that like a pass to the USPS if it's overweight or bigger? Or...
I don't know. I wonder if because it says package return service, that's not I mean, obviously they don't. There's no need to overnight a return. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so I don't know.
But I mean, eBay does a lot of things that don't make sense. So
Yeah,
that's why I kind of,
yeah, eBay's stupid.
you know, I
Fucking idiot.
really don't like the ability to not, or the lack of an ability to talk to a customer if there's something wrong. Like when you
You
have
know,
free shipping on, they automatically get a label. There's no, and a lot of the times that whatever their problem is can be remedied, other ways other than sending it back.
true.
In the real world, that's not how it works. In the real world, you would, well, it's kind of hard to say now. Yeah, if you order from a website, you don't really talk to anybody. In my old job, you would talk to somebody
True.
before you return something.
Yep.
But just the way things are going, and that buyer was also indicative of the whole free shipping movement. I think at first I thought it was an old person. Now I'm kind of thinking it might have been a younger person that has just never had to pay for shipping.
Yeah.
Because if you were born in the early 2000s, you'd be 19 now, so you would probably never have paid for shipping, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think free shipping, as much as like, I mean, there are some items where you can get away with charging free shipping, but like, I think for the majority, it's just there's no reason to have to charge shipping. People just don't like it. like,
Yeah.
I understand the reasoning behind wanting to charge shipping, but there's like if it's not like we'll sell electronics every once in a while, and for heavy electronics, you have to charge shipping.
Yeah, yeah. You're
There's no
talking 30,
doubt.
$40 minimum every time.
Yeah. And you're looking at like 20, anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds for some of these receivers. So you have to pay for shipping, but for everything else, I mean, people just expect it to be free. And, eBay is going to this like, um, uh,
They don't know where they're going, let's be honest.
that's fucking true. But they think they're going to like this product based, where it's like, you know one item A, like this item, all the sellers are under one listing. I don't know. I don't think eBay.
They're killing the allure of eBay, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree.
The allure of eBay, in my own opinion, is that I get to click through at least, or at maximum 12 pictures.
Agree.
I get to see what I'm buying,
Yeah.
And if you take that away, like, what's the point? Why don't you just call
Yeah.
your company something else? Don't call it eBay, because that's not.
Yeah.
eBay's
No,
one off. They need to stay in their lane, in my opinion.
well,
Not one off all the time, but
so eBay, I think eBay's, I mean, it's so stupid. They're trying to be like Amazon, and it's just not. It's not. I think if eBay went to a, like, you can literally sell anything you want on eBay. I mean, there's few restrictions, but eBay should embrace the fact that they allow people to sell stuff that you can't sell on Amazon. Gun parts, for one. Like, I sell a lot of gun parts still. Um, Stuff that Adidas clothing, Under Armour clothing, Nike clothing, that stuff that I can't sell on Amazon. Like, they should just fucking embrace it. They should
yeah,
embrace it and be like, okay, all you people that Amazon doesn't allow to sell on their, those brands, fucking sell them on eBay. Quit trying to. They did the eBay valet. It was such a fucking joke. It was the biggest joke I've ever. I mean, I can just imagine. Okay, like you're in an eBay corporate, wherever the fuck they are, San Francisco, whatever, and you're like, let's do eBay valet, but let's charge like fucking. And we did this on a previous episode.
yeah,
Let's charge 50% fees. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
what are you trying to do?
It
Why the
was
fuck?
insane. It
Why would
was
you try to do that?
insane.
I don't know what episode that. You're gonna have to listen to somebody. But I mean, I pulled up the fee structure, and it was absolutely insane.
Had to be episode probably 6 or 7, maybe. I would think
Yeah,
5,
and
6, 7.
it pretty much boiled down to the fact that you pretty much only could sell something like if you sold
Over
something,
$500.
yeah, worth over $500, then the fees were negligible, and it was like normal 15%.
And it didn't tell you what the fees were. It said you get to keep. You get to keep 80% of your sale when you sell something over $500. I was like,
It's so
so
stupid.
nice of you.
It's like, come on, dude. Like, really? Just fuck off. Like, that person should have lost their job.
Yeah, they probably did. That's probably why
They,
the valet system is gone. You know they're doing basically an FBA now, right?
that's what valet was.
Well, they're doing what is it? Let me
That's
see.
exactly what valet was.
Yeah, but God, somebody told me about it the other day. Let me see.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was there was something a little bit different about it.
Did we talk about eBay Open this year?
I think we did talk about it. Talk about really like not going. I think we
Mm,
talked about it on the last episode
all right.
because it's
Yeah.
prohibitively expensive for what it is.
Yeah. Tune in to episode 33 and we'll tell you all about eBay Open.
Fulfillment for eBay. Yeah.
For eBay?
There's a
What?
pilot program, and somebody that I'm friends with on Instagram had messaged me about it and said, "Hey, did you see this?" So no. So they're apparently scheduling calls right now with people to kind of, I guess, see. It says some of the features include end-to-end fulfillment on every item sold, eBay's guaranteed delivery for 90% of buyers, logistics are handled by our team, customer service, seller protection, and more. How you benefit. Enjoy special eBay negotiated variable shipping rates. Okay, there's not one asterisk behind this. There's three asterisks behind it. So,
That means there's two other
yeah.
like provision.
Yeah.
So let me stop you there.
Okay.
I Googled it and I don't see anything that's like actually eBay. Like I see like Ship Bob, whatever the hell that is. I
Well,
don't
it's a
see
pilot program at the moment. It's
but,
not.
but who's actually running it? Is it eBay or is it the Ship Bob?
I think there was this third party.
I think because it looks I Googled it and it looks like it's all third party fulfilled.
Yeah, I think they did tell me that it was third party. Um, okay, it says see, how you benefit. There's another one. See increased velocity that can boost your sales. Okay, that was real concrete. Focus on selling while eBay and our partners handle the rest. Okay, why don't you just say, hey, do you do Amazon FBA? Because we're copying it. Do you want in? That's all it should say. That's all it needs to say. To participate in the Fulfillment by eBay pilot, sellers will need to complete a vetting process with eBay and its partners to verify eligibility. Requirements include, but are not limited to, sellers must agree to our partners' terms and conditions for service. I don't know what that is. Sellers must sell items that are suitable for fulfillment, i.e., no hazmat, no food, no dangerous goods, etc. Sellers must be able to split their inventory into at least two locations. Okay. Sellers must be able to turn over their inventory within 3 months.
3 months.
That sounds like a storage issue on their part. And sellers must use either eBay listing tools or use one of the following listing tools: Channel Advisor, Shopify, Zentel, Seller Active, Geek Seller, Ink Frog, or WooCommerce.
So I only know of Channel Advisor out of all those, and if you're using Channel Advisor, you're balling.
Yeah.
They don't fuck with like low volume people.
Okay. Okay. The three asterisks were that was on the enjoy eBay negotiated variable shipping rates. It says reduced rates associated with 3-day delivery. And the other one said end-to-end fulfillment on 3-day deliveries are standard for 90% of the buyers in the continental U.S. So they're not even competing with Amazon. They're not even doing 2-day. So you're a 3-day guarantee.
Stupid.
Be able to turn.
Just do your own business.
Are they talking about turning your entire inventory that you have at their place in 3
Unless you
months?
pay like a fee. I mean, I'm
An
assuming there.
ungodly storage fee?
Yeah, I'm assuming it'd be like you'd have to drop it, drop your pricing to nothing to get rid of it.
It'll be interesting to know how it, you know, how they roll it out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna work. I think I'm gonna stick with that. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with it's gonna work, and they're gonna take over Amazon.
Oh,
eBay buys Amazon
wow,
2020.
wow. Okay, well, there it is, guys. Jeff called it, not Bezos, obviously, because of the, you know, eBay's gonna win. I don't know.
So, I have these Pelican cases, and if you don't know who Pelican is, they make really, they make indestructible cases, for
Anything,
for guns, for any valuables, camera equipment, like all kinds of crazy stuff.
tools.
Yeah, tools. Pelican makes just the best cases.
They're
They're expensive.
basically the Yeti of the any case type
Yeah,
deal.
they're expensive. They're expensive because they're literally indestructible. So I had during, I mean, God, it's almost been a year now when I bought the big electronics lot. I had two of these big Pelican cases, and they were probably like 20 inches long by 16 inches wide, 10 inches deep, big, huge ones. And they have a kind of like a luggage thing where they have a
Briefcase
hand.
handle
Yeah, they have a
type.
briefcase handle that like extends, and they have rollers and whatever. So, anyways, they had a bunch of latches missing on them, and inside of it were these computer monitors. So it was one computer monitor that just had a VGA, and if you don't know what VGA is, it's pretty much the video input um, of the early 2000s and 90s. And then the other one had the VGA and then USB ports, and it had the operating system on it. So what it seems to me like I could imagine someone going to like a conference and they use these as like portable teleprompters, right? So you sit the monitors on the stage and you hook them together with this VGA cable, and it like I don't know, fucking whatever. That's what
That's
I think
cool.
it is. That's what I think it is, right? So, anyways, I turn the computers on. The computers work, whatever, and they sit in my garage for damn near a year, and I don't go near them because there's fucking spider webs all over them, and I hate spiders. So
I'm surprised you didn't pour gasoline
I
on
fucking
them.
hate these things. So I don't know. I got a wild hair up my ass, and I said, okay, I'm gonna clean these things. So I get this. What's that stuff I like? What's the waterless
The wipe
clean
all.
wipe all? And so I start wiping them down, cleaning them, making them look good, and I'm gonna put them on Facebook Marketplace. And so got them all looking good and whatever. And one case is missing two latches out of the four. They're missing two, and the other case is missing all four. So it doesn't really even latch shut. So I get them cleaned up, and I put them on Facebook Marketplace, and get a bunch of people interested at $200. Selling both of them for $200 with the computer. And I start thinking, I'm like, man, I think I'm short selling myself. Like, I think I could get more for these because brand new, they're like $280. These
So you
cases are the
you you
shit.
said that you assumed that they were teleprompter stuff. Did you kind of confirm that?
Not really. I mean, I said in the listing. I mean, they look like legit
Why
monitors.
did why did you think that they were teleprompter type deal? Because I don't think my mind would have gone there at all.
Well, it's the only thing the
Do
way the
they
monitor.
sit in the Pelican case? Like when you use them, you don't
No,
think?
they would be taken out of the case,
Okay.
and they're kind of like a. It's I don't
It's
know.
not a computer monitor.
It is, but it's got a metal case to it, like that it could sit on its own. Like it's a box. It's like an encased computer monitor.
Is it kind of angled?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And so it just seems like it's just one connects to the other, and you play, click PowerPoint, whatever, boom.
Yeah.
So, so anyways, yeah, so I put it on Marketplace for $200. Had a guy come by and he didn't read the fucking uh, listing, and he didn't realize the latches weren't there, and so he didn't want it. Um, and I'm like, so I don't know. I just kept going, and I ended up dropping it to 160. And at 160, man, fucking everybody wants these damn things. And I'm like, well, now that I got them cleaned up, like I don't want to get rid of them. Like I like these things. So what I did is I took
It's dangerous territory being a reseller.
I mean, these are like a gun owner's wet dream. Like these things are so cool. Like
The
rolling,
cases, just the
yeah,
cases.
it's the cases. Like rolling into a gun range and having this badass Pelican case that people know you
Y'all
spent
have y'all have guns in Texas?
a couple,
Do
just
people
a couple.
carry
So,
guns? In Texas?
so like 300. I mean, you're looking at $300, per case.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna order the latches on Amazon.
I
There I go.
yeah.
Pelican case latch. Click. I said case latch by Pelican. Click. Boom. Send it. Wasn't Prime. It was a manufacturer or merchant fulfill item. And so I'm waiting on these 6 latches to come in. And I got them today. And I open them up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like just cheap shit plastic. It's designed exactly like the real thing, but it's just the shittiest plastic you could ever think
Oh,
of.
it was a like a repo or like a private like or what would you call it?
Somebody is okay. So essentially,
A
essentially,
reproduction, I
yeah,
guess.
somebody copied the design, but just made it super, super cheap.
Just like 3D printed it.
Fucking yeah. And so I told my wife, I'm like, Jessica, look at this shit. Like, look at the difference. And she's like, well, it looks the same to me. I said, no, no, no. Look up close. Actually look at it and feel it. And she's like, oh yeah, this is cheap compared to Pelican. Because remember, Pelican is indestructible, super high quality materials, and this is just a cheap plastic shit.
A lot of them are waterproof when you have them latched too, I think.
Most of them are. Most
Yeah.
of them
So did
are.
it? Were they advertising it as a Pelican brand?
Yeah, it said buy Pelican on there.
Oh,
And I'm like, you shady son of a bitch. So, anyways, so I didn't know how to tap. There's a pin that holds these latches into place, and so I took like a little, I don't know, I took like a little punch, and I was hammering it, and I hammered it through, put the latch on there, hammered the pin back in there. Fucking latch it works beautiful. It works,
I mean,
and I'm gonna use it. So now I'm gonna take these latches. Now that I got the latches on all of them, I have a dilemma. Do I do I sell them or do I keep them?
well, if you're not wait the whole cases or the latches?
Whole cases,
Yeah,
cases. I want to keep the cases. I desperately want to keep these cases. But like my personal side says, dude, I mean the
it's
foam.
big.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So as deep as these things are, like you could have the foam inserts that are probably like 3 inches thick.
Hmm.
You could have 3 of these inside the case. So you could have 3 layers of foam, and then the foam has those little squares that you can like pick out, and like you can
Hmm.
like cut out a design to fit your gun, fit your camera, fit whatever valuable you want in there.
Yeah.
So I could order 3 layers of this foam for each case, have the most badass handgun slash ammo slash whatever setup, and be a badass. Or I can sell those some bitches for $200 each. Easy,
The
easy,
cases.
easy.
Yeah.
And
I
I don't know.
think I would go with the 200. Um, I want to talk about Amazon. Uh, if you've ever tried to get support on Amazon, like by clicking the help and then contact us, you know how frustrating it is to try to get. There's a menu that comes up that won't actually let you go and type in your problem. It keeps trying to help you. It keeps trying to say, type your problem here and we'll pull up, frequently asked questions and all this crap. Well, I figured something out the other day. I don't know if I should tell everybody, but
Just tell it. Fuck it.
yeah. So I was messing around and I was like, I just typed in solution not displayed. Boom! It opened it up and let me click on what I needed to click on. So I will never again write anything in that box except solution not displayed.
So, okay, run this by me again. So when you go to help,
For the people watching, once I go to edit this, I'll actually put in a screenshot to kind of show you what we're talking about. But go ahead, Jeff, for the people that are just listening.
so are you talking about like hitting the help or contact button and then
In Seller Central.
and the little side thing comes up
Yeah.
and you type in your problem? Are you saying instead of typing in I can't see this or I can't do this, you type in what?
Solution not displayed.
And
Yes,
then
correct.
what does that do?
That basically, I don't know. I don't know if it tricks it or if it kind of bypasses. If you've ever called an automated hotline and just kept hitting 0 until the
Yeah.
operator picks up, it's basically the same
Interesting.
thing. Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to
Just
try that.
and I just happened to type it in because it frustrates me so much because it seems like sometimes you don't have to do it and sometimes you do. Depending on what the problem is. I don't know.
I know it sucks. I know they suck.
It's annoying. Yeah, yeah. They've got it all set up just to waste our time, because the more time they waste of ours, the less time we waste that they have to pay for.
That doesn't make no damn sense.
Yeah, less time we talk to their agents that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. So they have said that, they're now gonna stop buying and selling, like as far as like selling wholesale, under the sold by Amazon deal. Like, what thoughts? Give me your thoughts. What do you?
Okay, did they actually say that they're 100% getting rid of all their wholesale? I know they dropped 25%. The last news story I read, they had dropped 25% of their vendor accounts. I mean, I think it's good. I don't really know the ramifications yet. I know that from my understanding, they were trying to get more of the manufacturers, kind of try to give them more control over the listings and stuff. I don't really know how that fits in with them. Amazon not selling it?
All right. So
But I know that was mentioned in the...
So let me ask you this: if you were Amazon, and you're fucking king of the world right now, like literally king of the world. So if you're Amazon, like, why would you even bother buying wholesale and selling wholesale at tiny margins? Like, why wouldn't you just sit back and be like, you know what? We're gonna take 20% or 15% off the top of everything.
And it just occurred to me when you said that they may have been trying to compete with Walmart or kind of shut out Walmart at that point. Because that's what Walmart was doing or it does do with people that sell in their store. They just beat them down to the lowest price, give them a deal with them, and then they roll. I assume that's what Amazon was doing, but you're right. Why did they ever do it if they were making that much money on third-party sellers?
I mean,
They came out and said that they make more money on third-party sales.
Mm-hmm.
And that was supposedly one of their motivations to drop all those people.
I mean, I would. I mean, God. I mean, you'd eliminate so much inventory because
Storage.
Amazon's on a fucking lot of listings.
Yeah.
And they're ballers on a lot of listings. Like, they have the lowest price, and they're just, they just said, you know what, screw you. Like, we're going to be the lowest, period. And so, like, I don't know. I don't know. If I was running the company, I'd just be like, you know what, I'm just going to make 15% off the top, and that's it.
Yeah.
Sit back, collect my money.
Well, that's not how they do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Amazon didn't even adhere to MAP pricing most of the time.
No, they did it.
They would drop below map pricing, and what's that brand gonna do? They can't do anything. They
No.
say, you don't sell our stuff anymore, sir, please."
You
Yeah.
know, and I have a an example that I can't give you specifics on, okay? But I know, so this is going to be vague and I apologize. But so I was talking to a guy and I we were talking about the price of a specific item that we were selling. And I always check Amazon, right? So if a rep from a company comes in and they're like, "Hey, let me look at this," or let's see what we look like. Let's check out the merchandising and all that. I always check Amazon, and so I checked Amazon, right, and it showed it was like $6 cheaper on Amazon, and the guy was like, "That's it may." And I checked on the seller app. He's like, "Well, okay, it may say that, but if you actually try to find the if you actually try to buy it, it'll be out of stock." And like, I'm an Amazon seller. He doesn't know this, but I'm an Amazon seller, and I'm like, nah, let's see. So I go to the Amazon app and I type in the UPC, and sure enough, I can buy it at that price in all the different styles. And he's like, and I could just tell on this guy's face, who's a rep for a major brand. He's just like, fuck, like it's just he just hates dealing with Amazon. And this item was being sold by Amazon. This wasn't a third party seller. It was being sold by Amazon. And he just knows, like, in his future there's going to be a fight to get Amazon back to map pricing, because we are supposed to have the cheapest price. Like, we've negotiated that we're supposed to have the cheapest. And so when I pull up Amazon and it shows that it's $6, $5 or $6 cheaper,
Yeah.
then he's like, here Amazon goes again. And so Amazon is willingly and knowingly violating map prices that they agree with, or that they have agreed to with these sellers. They're violating these map prices. And it's like, okay, well, now we got to go battle with Amazon to get the price back up. And if you're Amazon, think about it. It's just, what, fuck you. Like, I'm going to sell it cheap anyways, right? Like, I'm the man. I'm the
Yeah.
man. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know.
I know one thing that's going to come out of this. It's going to be a lot of okay. So everybody that's listening to this podcast knows how business works. You bring in revenue, you subtract your expenses, and you get your profit. Okay, Amazon, if they drop 25% of their wholesale vendors, think about how much money, how much cash is on the books now that they have available to do, well, not necessarily cash, but they have less expenses. So what do you propose they're going to do with that to offset their profits?
Fuck, dude.
They
I
could do
don't know.
bonuses, for the employees, which from what I've heard, that's probably not going to be the deal. Um, they could, and this is what I hope happens. I hope they revamp Seller Central. I hope they make it more intuitive, more helpful, actually. Maybe hire and train some better customer support or seller support agents. That probably won't happen, but
Why wouldn't they want to? I don't understand that.
it
Like,
doesn't make sense because what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
yeah, I mean, it just makes no sense why you would have such terrible service. I mean, terrible. Like, it's so bad it's not even funny.
It's laughable. It's not even laughable because it's not fun. It's not funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not funny because it really puts people's livelihood in jeopardy. So I mean, it literally puts people's livelihood in jeopardy. Because I
Yeah.
mean, I've had people that, I mean, well, no, I haven't had people, but I've seen people who have had their accounts been shut down. I think you had an example, somebody on Instagram or something. They had their account shut down and they had to battle back to
For
get
no
it
reason.
for
For
no, yeah.
no reason. They had
It's
their
just so
account shut down because a box didn't
it's so
show up or
sad.
it showed up with nothing in it.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, how could that guy? I mean, it's probably not even their fault. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I need a whiskey break. I need to go fill my cup up. I'm 4 shots in, by the way.
Oh, well,
So
congratulations.
if you're listening to this,
I'm gonna put ding 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 ding. There's gonna be 4 shot glasses. We'll have a Jeff Drunko meter. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can deliver on that promise, but I'll
yeah,
try.
I may have to pop the Crown bottle because I'm almost out of Rebecca Creek.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. We're not sponsored by Crown. We're only sponsored by Rebecca Creek.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Disclaimer: we are not sponsored by Rebecca Creek. If you're out there listening, don't get all pissy. Okay.
All right.
Well, let's go to break.
I know I'm in trouble, but I don't know why. Available on Amazon.com.
.com.
How many of those have you sold? Do you still have those available?
I do. I do.
How many have you sold?
I don't know. Not a whole bunch. Maybe 10 or 12 or something. But we are back. You didn't even know we were gone. So, what were we talking about?
Amazon being stupid.
Okay. Well, let's move on to something else. We're about 58 minutes in, believe it or not. Let's do screen time. So we did it on episode, what's this, 14, 13, 12. We did it on episode 12. We talked about, we pulled up on our phones. We both have iPhones, and there's a screen time app, and it actually tells you what you spent your time on today. And it also tells you the last 7 days. So last time, let's see, I'm gonna recap here, just kind of quickly. It looks like, God, mine was so bad. so much time spent on Instagram. So this was, like I said, episode 12, which would have been about a month and a half ago, I guess, as far as when we recorded it. I was at 14. This is for the last 7 days. Then I was at 14 hours and 39 minutes for that 7-day period on Instagram. That's just Instagram. I'm ashamed. Yeah, I was ashamed. Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lie. Your Instagram was 2 hours and 35 minutes. You did spend 8 hours on YouTube, which I don't know. Depending on how you were using it, I can see, like, if you were just, playing it in the background or whatever. And then 3 hours for Facebook. So what we did was, in episode 12, we actually set limits, which, I was a little nervous at. I mean, 14 hours. 14 hours! That's insane. That's way too much. And we were going to recap it on the next episode, and we totally forgot.
Mm-hmm.
So let's recap it, or go ahead and look at what we did. You can go ahead and read yours off.
So what was I at Facebook?
Facebook for the last 7, or Facebook for that day?
For the last 7.
For the last 7, you're at 3 hours. And we both set 15-minute a day limits. I set it for Instagram, you set it for Facebook.
All right, so Facebook, 3 hours. 3 hours and 8 minutes.
You went over. You haven't changed a bit.
Okay, so it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since we did a podcast.
Yeah. That was episode 13.
Right. The week after that week, I did good. I didn't fuck with my limits. But this time I did. I fucked with a lot of them.
So, are you trying to make an excuse, or what are you doing?
No, mainly what? So tell me yours. Fuck off. Tell me yours.
Okay. All right. So, mind you, my Instagram was at 14 hours and 39 minutes.
Mm-hmm. For the whole week?
For the last 7 days, yeah, at that time. Right now, I'm showing 7 hours and 7 minutes. So I literally cut it in half. I cut it more than half.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And I think this probably includes the last couple days, which I've posted a couple things. Like I posted a couple things today, and I know when you have this limit set, like once the limit is over, it shuts, like it grays out that icon. Like you don't get notifications from it. You don't
Yeah,
get anything,
yeah.
and it's weird because you can hit ignore, which is what I think both of us have done to get that far along in the hour. You definitely.
Well, I did. I what can I say? I mean, the last week I did really good. This week I've been ignoring it pretty much every time.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Oh
What
man.
happened in your childhood to bring about this
You know,
compulsive Facebook addiction?
I think, when I look at my Facebook, it's just these really hilarious memes. And
Don't
I
you
just
can't blame everything in your life on memes, Jeff.
I do though.
You could. You could. But it's just not it's not productive. You
I
have
mean,
to
I'm
move
I'm
on.
scrolling through it right now.
Exactly. Exactly. During our podcast. During our podcast. Okay.
So did you know
Nope.
that 18 years ago today, Randy Johnson, who was a pitcher in Major League Baseball, threw the ball and hit a bird and killed it.
Was he playing for the Diamondbacks?
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Watch.
Boom! God, that's graphic. Maybe we
Fuck it.
maybe
I
we
mean,
don't
no,
need to
no,
show that.
no, no, no. It boom. I mean, this fucking bird exploded.
That's rough.
I'm just saying. Think of the odds of that
I'm just
happening.
waiting on the appreciation that I knew who Randy Johnson was and
That's
who
true.
he played
That's
for.
true. I'll give you props on that. Like, I didn't even think you knew the Arizona Diamondbacks existed. You're really weird. You're really fucking weird that you just don't like sports at all.
Yeah.
That's really strange.
I I think I don't know. I don't know. My dad wasn't around a lot, so and he really wasn't into sports anyway. My stepdad was into sports, but I just never not like hardcore though. Like as far as I know he didn't go to any of the games or anything, but
But even like in middle school, high school, like you always have like your football team,
yeah.
your basketball team, like, and I never really. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't really give a shit when I was in high school or middle school,
Yeah.
but
Now I played little league a little bit. Wasn't real good. I've never been very coordinated at all. So in almost every sport takes coordination.
Mhm,
Almost every team sport takes coordination. So
that's true.
yeah, I played a lot of outfield. Pretty much only outfield. I didn't get to bat much.
Because the kids couldn't hit it that far.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, I played little league for a long time, and by a long time I mean like probably 4 years. But I was pitcher and catcher.
You don't
No,
say. Nothing changed in your adult life, did it?
still the same.
Nice.
Um,
God, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
can I tell you a story?
Yeah,
I want to tell
sure.
you a story about my childhood.
Uh-oh.
So we were living in California, and this kid, I just didn't like him. Didn't like him. He took my hat and he threw it in the gutter, and I proceeded to get in a fist fight with him. Um, so all I remember is I was on top of him and I was punching him in the face, and he was punching me in the face. I mean, dude, we're like fifth grade, right? Like we're not like
What is that? Like 10?
fuck if I know. But it's not
9, 10
like
years
you're
old?
like throwing like super haymaker. You're not throwing like haymakers and knocking people out, right? We're just fucking around. So I also remember looking across the street. My dad's like watering the grass and just letting us fight, right? Just letting us fight. And so, anyways, the kid runs home, runs home, and his dad comes out. And this is a military base, right? So everybody knows everybody. So the dad comes walking down the street and he starts yelling at my dad, like, "What the fuck, man?" And my dad's like, "It was a fair fight. It was a fair fight." And he says, and he wasn't going to stop it because, and ended up, the kid had broke his pinky finger on my face.
Oh,
Or
nice.
he broke it. He broke it. So my dad's like, well, it's fucking fair fight, whatever, let him go. My dad was just like, just let him do it. My dad's like watering the grass, watching us fight, like no big deal. So anyways, we go back to Little League. My team ends up playing his team. And so
Oh.
I'm a pitcher, right? So I'm pitching that day. And this fucker comes up to bat. Like
I already see where this is going.
just the only thing I could think about. It's just literally the only thing I could think about is just hitting him as hard as I possibly can. And I drilled him right in the hip.
Oh, you did hit him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think I missed like the first couple. I mean, it was obvious.
You were trying to beam him every time.
Every time. I think it like one like went behind him, like it was 100% obvious. But I hit him eventually, and I just remember him like walking down the first base line, and we're like staring each other down. Like I'm like fuck you, and he's like fuck you. And just fucking, it's one of those moments, as a kid, you just never forget.
So y'all are just sitting there fighting each other, beating each other up on the ground, and your dad's just over there watering the grass.
Like it was a fair fight. And the crazy thing is,
I can see him doing that.
My dad and his dad were they played softball, so like they were on the same softball team. So yeah, they didn't really get along after that. But I think I mean, literally, that's like the only fight I've ever been in my life. Like I'm not a fighter.
Yeah.
But I'd like to think I'm 1-0.
Undefeated.
Undefeated, and then I retired.
Hey man.
Fucking 5 years old.
Golly.
How the fuck did we get on that?
You brought that up, buddy. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot.
Yeah. I thought about something today because, like I said before, I'm moving storage units and I'm trying to consolidate stuff and organize stuff better and everything, get everything inventoried and binned and all that kind of stuff. I just want to tell people, like, if you haven't set up an inventory system yet, when you do, use some type of temporary labeling system. You will change it 1,000 times before you get it down and get what you like. Would you agree?
When you say temporary labeling system,
something that's not permanent, like don't write in permanent marker on your tubs. Don't just put some kind of label on it that you can easily put another one over it or take it off, or don't. Back here I've got, that's cardboard. Like if I had written, for the first whatever I use this for at the beginning, if I had written on that cardboard, like you could go back over it and put a sticker or whatever, but.
So I'll tell you what I do. I mean, we really haven't had to change it that much, but I just use my my 4x6 Rolo printer, and most of you will probably be using Zebra or Dymo or whatever.
If you've got any sense.
I mean, dude, Rolo, literally, I've had 0 issues with this thing. This thing's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'd say, with your experiences with it, I'd say Rolo or Zebra for sure. I wouldn't go Dymo. I just hear too many problems.
If you're using a Mac, Rolo, 100%. If you're using PC, Dymo, whatever, it could be, it's whatever. But if you're using a Mac, I mean, trust me, Rolo is the only way to go.
If you're using a Mac, why don't you go ahead and throw it out the window?
Dude, there's so much cool shit you can do with a Mac.
There's so much shit you can't do with a Mac as well. You know what pissed me off today? Not today, yesterday, I think.
What pissed you off yesterday?
Okay, you want to know?
No.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you then. But I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay, so my iPhone has Bluetooth, as I'm sure yours does.
As has every fucking phone.
As has Creed, as has Kelly, as has Kevin.
As has Kevin. I was gonna say
she goes to another school.
She goes to another school.
Oh God. So what I was trying to get some pictures off of my phone onto my PC. I don't have a Mac. I have a PC and I have an iPhone.
Yeah. Okay.
So my life pretty much sucks
Yeah.
when it comes to doing anything between the two.
Sure.
I can hook up my lightning cable to the USB. Sometimes it pulls up. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it asks me if I trust it. I don't even know what that means. Sometimes I trust it. Sometimes I don't. Anyway, it's a crap.
I'm not trusting a machine.
Hey, will you please shut up? Okay. Sometimes it comes up. Sometimes it doesn't. So I was like, okay, I'm going to Bluetooth these pictures. Bluetooth. Have you ever Bluetooth or airdropped pictures? It's incredibly fast. So
You can't airdrop. You can't airdrop to your computers though.
I really appreciate me telling this story. I appreciate me
I live
telling
off
this
airdrop.
story. Okay.
I live off airdrop.
So this is the point of the story. If you'd shut your mouth. I have Bluetooth on here. I have Bluetooth on the computer. So, Jeff's at 6 shots, by the way. He just texted me. He's at 6 shots. Ding, 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 ding. Ding. One more. Okay. So
this stuff's good.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, you could really go half whiskey, half Coke.
Can you shut up for half a second?
Okay, Google.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to Google it.
Google your face.
So I turned on Bluetooth on my computer and I turned on Bluetooth on my phone. And they'll recognize each other. But once you go to pair up, it says, this function is not supported on the iPhone. Do you know how angry that makes me?
How angry?
It's just arrogant on Apple's part. That's arrogant as fuck. No, fuck you. Fuck you.
But if you were Apple, like literally, I mean, Apple's like the thing, right? I mean, nowadays, I wouldn't have used a Mac, dude. Listen, I'm fucking a PC to the bone, but when I started using a Mac,
you became a fanboy.
I saw the light.
No, you can't upgrade them without thousands of dollars.
True.
You pay at minimum 3 times the amount that you would pay for a comparable PC.
True.
The support is highly lacking from what I've heard. The pros are there is less malware and viruses and stuff from what I've heard targeted towards Macs. But like there's just too many downsides to me. Now I do like Macs are very smooth. Like there's very little lag or anything. But with a solid state hard drive and a PC, you're pretty much the same thing. But that's arrogant to me. Here's another thing that's kind of like that. It's not Apple, but we have a Chromecast. You plug it into TV. We don't have
and Chromecast.
we don't have a smart TV, but we have Amazon Prime Video. I cannot pull up Amazon Prime Video on the Chromecast. That pisses me off. It's like, what?
Why are you using a Chromecast?
We don't have a smart TV.
I know huh?
We don't have a smart TV. What do you suggest? What do you mean?
When did you buy that LG? It was like probably 6 years ago.
The other house, yeah, 7.
I remember when you bought that.
Yeah. And
it's not smart.
No, you remember how cheap it was?
No,
I don't remember. It's a 55-inch. It's an LCD, so it's not even an LED. And it didn't have a whole bunch of options on it. I don't remember how much it was, but I don't.
TVs are.
I mean, like 800.
I don't know. Get an Amazon Fire Stick and just fucking be done with it. That's all you need.
Can you do Hulu and Netflix on an Amazon Fire Stick?
Yep, 100%.
I don't want Bezos in my house. Get the fuck out of here,
dude. My 2-year-old, she's all about Bezos.
Tell everybody what we were talking about the other day. How she tries to turn everything on and off, and
Everything she thinks everything is Alexa. Like
she's 2.5. She's almost 3. She'll be 3 at what, the end of the
she'll be
summer?
three. She'll be 3 in August.
Yeah.
So she's 2.5, and she thinks everything is Alexa. Like, and I wonder, like, in her little 2.5-year-old brain, like, what that feels like to think there's just like imaginary person named Alexa
Well,
that
she
can.
doesn't know any different, so it's not like she has no frame of reference. That's the to me that's the weird part.
Mm-hmm.
That there will never not be an Alexa.
So okay, so think of it this way: like when we grew up, when we were 2 years old, we had air conditioning, we had cars,
Cordless
and
phones,
cordless phones, and that was normal. That was normal to us when we were little.
snail
So
mail.
snail mail, normal. So her normal is literally you can talk to this Alexa and it will do whatever you need to do.
It's kind of a mind fuck.
She bought a fucking movie.
Yeah, yeah. So we have a group message between our two wives and us, and your wife sent a video the other day that was it was, and I didn't know what it was at first. It was just a like she was filming, like your daughter was on the couch, and then there was the TV, and I was like, "What is going on?" And Jessica said something, and she goes, "Oh shit, she just bought that," and the video stopped. I was like,
We were so pissed
"Oh,
because she'll get the remote and she'll just start hitting buttons like because she knows the remote controls it, and she'll just start hitting buttons, and she bought this fucking movie. I don't even know what the movie is. I gotta call Amazon to cancel it. But she bought this just random ass movie. So we got parental controls on everything now. But she'll literally like so I have a Bose Sound Link. And the Bose Sound Link, it's really good. If you ever,
it's a
hear
little
that.
Bluetooth speaker." Is what?
Yeah, it's a little tiny thing, but it's fantastic. Um so we're in the garage fucking around, and she started screaming at this thing, "Alexa, Alexa." I'm like, that's not Alexa. Like, what are you doing? But to her, like, anything that's like playing music, anything that's playing video, it's Alexa.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Like, think of your Amazon. Like, literally, you have 2.5-year-olds that are growing up with this either, Google Home, Alexa, whatever the fucking Apple thing they did that sucks. But
Siri. Oh, Apple Home.
yeah, Apple, whatever. I heard that sucked.
Yeah. If it's Apple, it does. You were telling us, I think last episode or episode before, how she was able to use. She learned how to use the iPad, and she was
Yeah.
coming in there and bringing you the iPad, and it was, that one app was open every time.
Yeah.
Um. It's crazy how fast and how early they're learning these things.
I mean, the stuff she knows, it's just, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, she can use an iPad, like I don't know, like she's been using it forever, but she knows how to navigate through. 2.5 years old, like literally, like she can't even really like.
She can't operate the dishwasher.
No,
She can't. If she were to try to turn on the radio and find a station, and all that, she couldn't do all that. But she
no,
can go through. And if that iPad could control your dishwasher, if it could control that analog radio, she could do it all through the iPad, which is it's just
hundred
crazy.
percent, 100%. I mean, the stuff that she knows, just it just baffles me. It
And it will
literally
be
baffles me.
it. I'm gonna say that that's not really setting her up for failure unless the whole grid goes down and we don't have electricity and internet and stuff. But the way things are going, that's how it will be. You will have an electronic assistant for pretty much everything.
So
I want to get on. I want to go on one more little rant about Apple. Okay, Now, I don't have an Alexa, but I have seen what Alexa can do. I have turned on your lights in your office through at my house
That's true.
through Google Hangouts before. Siri Siri sucks ass. I can be talking like this and she won't understand what I'm saying. It pisses me off that Apple won't put money into Siri. Or it can be done. Alexa can understand accents, dialect, everything.
So when we were sitting at we had our kitchen, we have a big kitchen island, and we were eating. I don't know, we were eating or whatever, and my daughter is like saying, Alexa, Alexa, play Baby Shark. Like
Oh Lord.
but she would say something. She would like, Baby Shark. Like she would say like this, like the first like second of it was just gibberish. Like I didn't understand. It was like, Alexa, na, Baby Shark. And Alexa knew that she just wanted to play Baby Shark.
Wow.
It's insane. It's insane. So it knew, like, even the gibberish, like you threw gibberish at Alexa. She knew to ignore the gibberish and she just focused on Baby Shark. And I have video of it. I mean, I think I showed you the video. I think I did. But yeah, she can talk to Alexa and do whatever. Like,
Why can't that be everything? So I when I got my new computer, it had Windows 10 on it, and I wasn't familiar with Windows 10, but they have something called Cortana. It's the same as Alexa, the same as Siri, but it's also actually very accurate. It's just it pisses me off that Apple is so arrogant that they just know that we will just continue to buy their products even though it's not the top, it's not the top tier product. It's
yeah,
they've been on record saying
stuff.
what was the CEO?
Tim Cook,
No, the
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs was on record saying, was telling somebody at a marketing firm that how did they put it? They said, well, we're going to have to market. I don't know. I know his response was, we tell people what they want. I was like, that is the most arrogant thing I've ever heard. I'm going to look it up real quick.
They are. I mean, but if you're the best, you're the best.
But they're not. Okay. Yeah, I found it here. It says, some people say give the customers what they want, but that's not my approach. Our job is to figure out what they're going to want before they do. I think Henry Ford once said, if I'd asked customers what they wanted, they would have told me a faster horse. People don't know what they want until you show it to them.
Would you disagree with Ford, though? I mean, would you?
No.
Literally. Okay.
No, but... And I think what I was remembering or what somebody else had quoted was a little bit different than what I read was actually quoted. But still, it's like people don't know what they want until you show it to them.
It's true, though.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as you may not like it, I mean, it's true. I mean, if Henry Ford says that, think about it. They, if he had asked what they wanted a faster horse. Well, he brought the automobile. I don't know. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I like your hairdo there.
Huh?
I like your hairdo.
Okay, so let me tell you a story.
We'll make mine like that.
This may resonate with those that have a double cowlick.
No, it's in the back. I think it's your headphones pushing up.
So I had to do the whole, like, I'm past the part where I can part my hair. So I have to shave it up to the part and then comb it over. Yeah, fucking sucks. Getting old sucks. Getting old sucks.
It does. If you're young and you're listening to this,
fuck you.
Fuck you.
Just fucking enjoy the way you got it, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about one more thing, and then I kind of have like a little discussion topic
All
for
right,
us.
let's make it happen.
So have you seen the like when you're making a listing on eBay that it sometimes when you go to put the price in right next to it, it'll say lowest price available on eBay?
Yep.
Have you found that at all to be accurate?
I haven't actually researched
You
it.
haven't looked at
I'll
it.
see it, but I ignore it. I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't paid any attention to it. I mean, it may be legit. I don't know. What do you got?
I'm just wondering. I don't think it really is that legit. I've seen stuff, and the thing I don't price my stuff like normal people price their stuff. I say normal. I don't really have a huge frame of reference, but like say something's selling or has sold for maybe I don't know. Let's call it $75, but there hasn't been a sale in a while, or there's not a whole bunch of that type of item on eBay. Well, I'm gonna bump that price up to $99 or something. A lot of the times people will buy it. I don't know if it's because I'm top rated. I don't know if it's because I offer free returns. I don't know what it is, but it seems like a lot of the time it works and people buy it. So yeah, I guess to your point, maybe we shouldn't listen to it. I'd like to hear some people chime in on it though. It'd be interesting to know. So
Yep, I'm with you.
yeah. Last thing I want to kind of have a little discussion on is college. Go? No? What? What do you think? What are your thoughts on it these
I don't know.
days? It's
I don't know.
2019.
Uh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's a lot of factors that come into play. And I went to college for computer science, and really quickly I decided that I couldn't sit at a desk and code, and it just didn't work for me. Um, my wife, stay-at-home wife, has a college degree. I work, make pretty good money. I don't have a college degree. Fuck, I don't know, man.
Do you think you're kind of an outlier on that fact that you don't have a college degree and you make pretty decent money? Well, I'll let you finish chewing. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. For those of you just listening, Jeff's just chomping over there like a racehorse. Is that a saying? That's a saying now. We'll wait. Don't worry
Okay,
about
I'm
it.
done now.
Are you?
I'm done now. I'm done
Okay.
now.
Okay. So do you think you're an outlier in that respect, or do you think that kind of anybody can do that?
I think I think the majority of things you can do in life just take hard work. I don't think there's really anything else other than that. I mean, if you think about it, like yeah, I mean, if you went to school, I mean, we have some friends that are CPAs, and they one's a CFO and does really well for himself, and um, I guess if you choose the right career path, then I mean, it could work out really really well. But I think the majority of people, like, if it fits you, it fits you. But if you're in school, if you're in college, and it's just like, man, it's just fucking, I don't know, it's something's not clicking. There's other shit out there.
Let,
Like, I
let,
mean,
let's narrow the question down, I guess.
okay,
Because
okay.
I think that's too broad of a question.
Hmm.
Because you've got people that could be trying to get a Fortune 500 job, which you almost 100% have to have some type of college degree. So let's narrow it down to if you want to be an entrepreneur, do you think that you need a college degree?
No, no. I mean, I think anybody would agree that you don't. I think a lot of entrepreneurs, I could be wrong, but I think the majority of resellers and entrepreneurs probably don't have a degree. And I think they're probably entrepreneurs because
We're
the,
gonna
the
ding 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 ding.
well,
Those are all shot glasses for Jeff.
bruh, I'm like fucking gone right now. But I think a lot of entrepreneurs probably aren't college grads. You know, I mean, how many times do you hear the stories about these guys at college dropouts? Fucking Bill Gates. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of people that are college dropouts, high school dropouts that become, these, billionaires because it's just, it's like, okay, I'm going to sit in class. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do these things that society thinks I should do. I went to college because it's like, well, I mean, it's what you do after high school, right? I mean, that's what I was taught. And it's just like, it just didn't, it just didn't work. It just fucking didn't work. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of entrepreneurs or, or at least people that have the entrepreneurial spirit in them, it, school just doesn't quite mesh with their chemical makeup, of their, just what they like to do and what they, you
Yeah,
know,
kind of that trailblazer spirit. That
yeah.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I actually got a bachelor's in business administration and management, and I can tell you that aside from some words that I learned, I don't think I've learned any. I don't think I learned anything then that helps me now. I liked college because it allowed me or showed, taught me how to think differently and question everything. But outside of that, I really don't think there was a huge benefit, especially now in working as a full time reseller and owning my own business. I mean, everything you learn is on the fly now. You
It
know.
really is. I mean, I mean, even accounting. You think you go to school for accounting and you just know everything about accounting. Well, I mean, if you go to school for accounting, you're working for a pretty large company doing accounting stuff,
Yeah.
and that suits you. And you're just a, I don't know, you're a fucking nerd. Um, but I mean, to me, I mean, you put me in a class, you know, math class, probably you put you in a math, and you're like, fuck, this is just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work with my brain. My brain does not like this.
Yeah.
Am
It
I
does.
stupid? Am I
Some people it
stupid?
just comes so easy, so natural.
Well, I went to school with a couple of guys that. So I'll give you a story quick. I graduated high school. I had a couple.
Congratulations. Oh, I thought that.
Yeah, yeah. Had a couple friends. Scott and Steve.
Yeah.
They were going to this scholars college, and I was like, well, I don't know what I want to do. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, apply. So I applied for it. These two guys are, I mean, math and these two dudes just fucking go hand in hand. Like, I mean, I cheated off of them in high school. Like, I would literally just copy their shit because it didn't work for me. But those people, I mean, school works for them. I mean, I think Scott's still in school.
Good lord.
Like, I mean, he's 35 years old. He's still in school. He's a fucking brain surgeon and whatever.
Like
But
literally.
well, literally, no, literally. He went to Brown University, and now I think he's in. I think he may be out of school now, but I mean, maybe just for like a year. Like, I think he's in Arkansas or Alabama or whatever. Um, but I think reselling just works for some people, and it doesn't for others. And I think there's a pretty clear line in between those people that can sit in a classroom versus people that just need real world work. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense,
No,
but
yeah, I think it does, and I would agree. Like everything that I learned that helps me in my day to day now are things that I learned on the job, not things I learned in college. You know, the day to day working with customers. How to communicate with customers. Yeah, I learned the grammar and the way you construct an email, construct a report, construct whatever in college, but I could have just as easily Googled it. You know, there's I think if you really want to get into reselling and you really have a passion for it, you know, do I think you need college to do it? No, absolutely not.
No, you don't. You don't. I mean, reselling just takes a relentless type spirit. You know,
It takes a knockdown, get back up, motherfucker. Knockdown, get back up, motherfucker.
how many months have you gone through where you're just like,
Well, the last two
fuck?
for sure.
But you're just like, well, fuck me. Like,
Yeah.
what do I do now?
Yeah, there is nobody but yourself to continue to push the business forward. And I'm not saying I don't have help. My wife is extremely supportive, and without her, it wouldn't have happened. Same for you. But damn, at the end of the day, that blame for lack of sales or that blame for whatever it is lies squarely on me or you or whoever's running the business. So, yeah. I don't know. I think more beneficial than anything would be maybe some community college classes, a quick accounting class, a quick, business communication class, quick, office suite class, Excel and all that kind of stuff. That's the things. Like I took whole classes on like Excel. Do I know how to use Excel? No, hell no. Hell no. I was trying to copy a fucking column the other day and I couldn't do it. I was trying to merge some columns together and I was like,
bad.
Fucking really? So I'm having to Google this shit.
Concatenate.
That was one of the things the other day y'all were talking about, and I was like, I don't know if you're fucking with me. I don't know if you made this word up.
My wife taught me about concatenate. I had a wholesale list I was putting together, and it exists. Concatenate is real.
Concatenate right here. So if you can go look it up yourself.
So yeah, episode 14.
Episode 14 in the books.
In the books.
I don't know if it was a good episode. I don't know if it was a bad episode.
I don't even know what was said on this episode.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I had too many shots.
Ding, 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 ding.
6 shots. 6 shots.
I counted 8
shots.
And I don't even know if that's what I actually just counted.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm
gonna have to find a little shot glass.
Thank you for listening to episode 14 of the Reseller Collab podcast.
You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, iTunes, YouTube.
Google that shit.
Yeah. We have over 1,700 listens through the podcasting sites. So that doesn't include YouTube. 1,700 listens.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Who the
that.
fuck would want to listen to us?
I wouldn't.
I don't like to, and I have to edit the episodes.
I gotta look at you the entire time.
The entire time.
That's not cool.
But
thank you for listening.
Yeah. If we've said it before, we don't push ads and all that kind of stuff, and I really don't even push people to share our stuff. But really, if you do like us, if you like the banter, which is completely artificial. It's not. I really hate this
legit.
guy. Yeah,
it's legit.
just get the word out. In my opinion, word of mouth is the best advertising that can ever be done. So, just give us a follow, give us a share. Tell your friends, tell your mama, and them. Tell everybody.
Tell them all.
Run, tell that. Okay.
Fucking old.
That's not cool, man.
Goodbye.
Okay. See you later. Until next time, have a good night.